with only 6 days left till Christmas, we're starting to run out of models. We started this with 26. Let's see what we're doing today. It looks like, oh snap, the red velvet ribbon bows. This one, ah man, I'm happy it took a long time to get to it because I've kind of been fearing it. But let's hop into Blender and get it done. We'll also be able to add it to our flat present. It'll look so much better with a bow on top. All right, guys, let's get on to this. So first things first, we're gonna spawn in with a cube because I think I have a workabout way that'll make this, well, at least slightly easier for me. So I'm gonna grab this cube. Let's scale out the top a little bit, and this will sort of be the middle piece. So let's extrude that maybe one more time. We could scale this in, maybe add a bevel to the top. Just one though, just one. We don't need a bunch. And something like this will actually be okay for our first go. We're gonna grab this bottom face, do Shift D to duplicate it, and now we're gonna scale this on the Y-axis to make it a bit longer, a nice bow type shape, and then we're gonna rotate it a bit, something like this, I guess. Throw it back in there. We are on face select mode. There we go. So we could just extrude this up, guys. Check this out. Extrude it up, and then we're gonna grab this back piece right here and just scale it way up, way up. Let's go into our wireframe to scale this side down a little bit. There we go. We can also delete that face that's in there just because it's not needed for anybody or anything. Now what we're gonna do is go to our line select mode and grab both of these and just add a nice bevel. Very generous on the bevel. And as you can see, we're getting that look already. So we're gonna grab the two outside faces just like this. Perfect. And now we're gonna press I to inset them just like that. I want it to be a nice bow. Now what we're gonna do is switch from face select to our line select mode here. Right click and do bridge edge loops. Now we have a nice connection within the bow. I think I want to add a loop cut here and a loop cut here. Hear me out, guys. Let's grab both of those, turn on our proportional editing, see where we're at with G. That looks good. And we should probably make this its own selection just so we are not affecting the other things. I want to bend this down a little bit. Let's make this quite a bit bigger. Bend this down, just have a little bit more shape within the bow. I think that looks pretty nice. And now we could just mirror this to the other side. Add a mirror modifier. We want it on the Y-axis. That is looking pretty nice, man. Now there is going to be one more thing I want to do. I'm going to grab all the edges like this and add a bevel. So we're just looking a little bit cleaner, a little bit more friendly. That's looking pretty good. And then of course, shade smooth on everything. Look how much more friendly that looks. Now I do think we'll have to scale this up and bring it up a little bit. Something like that. And I feel like this should be a little more slanted. Yeah, that looks a lot more bow-like to me. We are going to apply this modifier and duplicate this bow because I want to have one where we can do oh my gosh, wait, turn off proportional editing, and then we need to do Shift D R90. Okay, let's also turn this to binding box or bounding box and rotate those 90 degrees. Shift D R90. There we go. So now we have a bow for the 4 sides and a bow for just the one. So if we throw these onto the present, let's texture them first, actually. I do try to keep a little bit on the Y-axis just so we have that gradient, that little gradient. I really do like that. And I'm gonna grab this middle piece and move it down just a little bit so it's a little bit darker than the bow itself. Let's go just a little bit more. I don't want it to be too dark. That looks pretty good. And then for this one, I would love to do silver, but I just don't think it's gonna work out that well. Let's project from view because this color palette, I mean, we kind of have gray, but we could try. Maybe we'll do like a nice, this like weird purple gray. That looks pretty cool. Let's flip that 180 degrees so the darker side is towards the bottom. Then we're gonna grab this middle piece and just bring it up to the darker parts. I think these look awesome. Now, if we wanted to throw it on top of a present, it'd be very simple. Let's do Shift D and let's just bring it to the top. We'll scale it down a little bit, slap it right there. And guys, as you can see, the present looks so much better. Let's just keep those together. We'll join them, throw them over that way, and shade smooth, of course, or auto smooth, I mean. But here is the bows for today. That is gonna wrap it up. If you guys did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.